Welcome back. Trucks have started to move on the N4 towards the Lebombo border post in Mpumalanga. This after truck drivers blocked a part of the route yesterday. It's understood one of the issues concerning drivers is the processing of documents at the border post. Now, Border Post Port Manager, Colonel Obed Maditsi, joins us on the line for more. Thanks for your time, Obed. We appreciate it. So we saw a decision or some agreement of some sort being reached to an end to the protests. But please tell me first the concerns of truck drivers.
Well, thank you, Shahan, for having me. The concern of the truck drivers is they were complaining about the delay in the processing of the trucks, the commercial, the truck for minerals between South Africa and Mozambique. And part of some of the complaints, it was also related to safety issues on the N4 route towards the port.
So what's being done to address it?
Well, one of the complaints that there was a delay in the process. Actually, when we engage them during the course of the day, is that they were misinformed regarding the processes that are happening in terms of their goods that they will be having. Because now, when we explain to them to say now, the process it doesn't take even 1 minute to process a truck. And then they were shocked to realize that indeed they were misinformed.
So have you reached an agreement with them because we saw an end to this protest or not? Are you still talking?
No, an agreement was reached with them. Actually, it's one of the complaints. It was they were complaining about the other truck drivers. Actually, it was a fight between the truck drivers that led to other drivers blocking the route. Because now they were complaining that the other drivers are jumping the queues and the stuff. And then we said to them, that issue, it will be addressed by us, because now the biggest issue is that as you go towards the port, we've got a certain area where we call it kilometer 7. Actually, it's 7 kilometers of the port. That area is always being used during festive seasons. In Easter, where we took our operations towards that area and we conduct what we call one-stop border post. In that vicinity, that's where we operate with our counterparts from Mozambique into one area where we process the people from the same area, and then we escort them towards the port until they cross the border into our neighboring countries. So these drivers, they were ill-informed with the new processes, which the port itself doesn't know about that new process. That process that we indicated, it was that all the trucks, as they approach, before they reach the port, they must enter into that area. And that area, Shahan, I can tell you, is a privately owned area. As they enter that area, they need to pay a certain fee to be in that area. So once they are inside there, and the other drivers, they know that the processes of the port is that where you load your cargo, there's an engagement between the truck driver and as well as there's an engagement between the transporter, that means the owners of the truck, and as well as the company where the cargo they are taking it from. And then those processes is that they will electronically start to engage with what we call the handling agents that are operating at the port. And then those handling agents, then they will process the papers as the driver is moving from where he was, and then as he arrives towards the port, then they are giving those papers. And then there's no need for those truck drivers to enter that kilometer 7.
Yeah.
They just have to proceed straight towards the port.
Okay, so, but
now,
I'm also seeing complaints about the COVID-19 testing and how that is delaying the entire process. Is that correct?
Well, no, the trucking companies, there was a moratorium reached with them. The truck drivers that are going through the commercial side, there is no need for them to produce that COVID-19 test certificate. That COVID-19 certificate is only applicable to the travelers that are going between those two countries for leisure purposes. So the trucking company, that issue of COVID-19, it was scrapped last year.
Yeah, it seems like Seems like there's a major communication issue which needs to be dealt with so you can avoid this in future. But thank you so much for putting us in the loop. Appreciate it. Lebombo Border Post Port Manager, Colonel Obed Maditsi.